Oh, my radio just came on. Ah, hello. Whoops. Uh, Good afternoon. It is about 3:15 on Monday. It is a very nice 9 degrees Celsius out right now. Clear blue sky. I'm down by the water right now, so it's a little windy too. But it is nice. It is nice. We like it. I just came out to get a coffee and I thought, while I'm out, maybe we'll vlog and see what happens. See if it's worthy of putting up. I put them all up. I don't care. I don't care. Oh, she's hot. She's a hot, hot, hot coffee. Hot, hot, hot. So I slept in a little bit this morning. Well, I got up at 8:30 and checked on Monkey. Made sure he was up. I had him all weekend this weekend. It was so lovely. But that young man was up until like 2 o'clock Friday and Saturday. Every night. And I think he managed to delay things probably until about 10 o'clock last night. So I wanted to make sure that he got his little monkey butt up and out of bed today. He thinks he's grown enough to do stuff like that. He's not. But he was up. It was fine. So I wished him a good day and I went back to bed. And I think I got up around 11:30, something like that. Not too bad. But it was a good weekend. I had a really nice weekend. My boyfriend surprised me on Friday night and swung by. That was very unexpected. I was on the couch, messing around on Facebook or Twitter as I do constantly. More so on Twitter. I'm not a big fan of Facebook. Facebook's boring. And Monkey was like, Big Daddy's here. What do you mean? What do you mean? I don't understand. He said it like 2 or 3 times. I was like, all right. So I got up off the couch and kind of half asleep because I was sort of doing the nod as I was doing the social media thing. And I looked up and there he was standing there, scared the shit out of me. Like, well, hello. So, of course, I gave him a great big hug and everything. And, like, glad to see you, but what's up? Like, eh? He brought his son into town to spend the night at a buddy's house. And they were going to the movies and whatnot. So he thought, yeah, do that. I'll go swing by Jen's. So I said, well, I'm super happy to see you, but Friday was ridiculously busy for me. I worked, and then I came home, and of course I had to make dinner, and I had sat down. I don't know, I was probably sitting down for maybe 5 or 10 minutes when he came over. But Monkey had a birthday party to go to. I think it was at like 6 or 6:30, something like that. And then he was there until like 8 o'clock or something like that, 8 or 8:30. And I said, well, like I've got to do this. And I've I had already tidied up the kitchen, thank goodness. But I said, like I just have about an hour and a half, an hour or two of downtime. And then I have to take Monkey to this birthday party. And right after that, I have to go get Boo Boo from work, right? And like, because he wanted to watch a movie and cuddle and all this stuff. And I'm like, great, I would love to, but like, I'm on mama duty. Like my day's not done yet. So he came with me to drop Monkey off at the party. And so we dropped him off around, okay, so Boo Boo was supposed to be done around 6:30. So we had, I don't know, 20 minutes to kill or something like that. And I said, well, I can go do my grocery shopping, because I still hadn't gone grocery shopping from the fiasco I went through on Wednesday or Thursday, whatever the hell that was. Wednesday, I guess. With my card doing all kinds of weirdness. So I had to go grocery shopping. And he's all, oh, go get snacks for a movie or something. I was like, oh. That means the dollar store, and I don't have to go to the dollar store. Actually, we went to Walmart because he wanted ice cream and specific snacks that Walmart has. And I was like, oh, I don't grocery shop at Walmart. I haven't stepped foot in Walmart for food in probably 2 years. I'll go there for like anything other than grocery shopping, but I will not grocery shop at Walmart. So we went there and we got our snacks. I did not grocery shop. And as we were looking at what we were trying to decide on an ice cream to get. And Boo Boo texted, said he was done, come get him. But it was still early. Like it was still early. So I was like, oh, okay, well, we're just going to check out and we'll go. So I pull up to the Staples and I texted him that we're here, and we waited and we waited and we waited. I think it was like 10 to 7 or some shit like that. He finally comes out. Like I literally went to go get out of the car and go in and get him. He came out of the car. So that was fine. There's a sub shop in the same sort of plaza, but like across from where he works, that my boyfriend wanted to go to. I can't remember. I think Firehouse Sub or something like that. It's basically a Quiznos. I guess it's the Canadian version of Quiznos. I don't know. I'd never been there before. I'd seen it because it's been where it is for, I don't know, a couple of years now, I guess. But I'm not a big fan of toasted subs. But both boys wanted it, so okay, fine. We went over there, and they were good. I got a veggie one of some sort. They have funny names for them. And my boyfriend was all excited because he found $20 laying on the floor. He's going, do you see that? I'm like, see what? And I'm looking around the store. I'm like, so, he goes, you don't see that. He said, I seen it as soon as I walked in the store. I'm like, see what? You don't see it. No, I don't see it. Shut up. Goes over to the counter and he bends down, picks up $20. He's like, you're out $20. Whatever, you bought dinner, so. I can't remember how much those subs were. Mine was just a little one. The boys got big ones, which I was not amused about because I was quite hungry. Yeah, I don't remember what the subs came to, but he got $20 back, so good for him. He's like, you never notice anything. No, I'm oblivious. I'm ignorant and very happy to stay that way. Thank you. I don't care. So we went back to the house and we ate. And we chatted with Boo Boo for a little bit. And then he disappeared. And around 8:30, I still hadn't heard anything from Monkey to go get him. So I just went and got the car ready. And I went and picked him up. My boyfriend stayed at the house. And about, halfway there, Monkey texted me to pick him up. I was like, I can't text and drive. So When I got there to get him, I went in to pick him up and made sure everybody was okay and that, he was polite and whatever. And of course he was. And I didn't notice that Monkey was the only friend still there. Like, it was just the family that was there. So we get in the car and Monkey tells me that, he was low-key getting worried because I hadn't texted him back. And I said, what do you mean? I said, baby, I was driving. I cannot text you when I'm driving. If you need to talk to me like immediately, call, because I can answer the phone hands-free, but I cannot text you. And I can't call you because then I have to look at my screen and stuff. So, but you can call me. That's fine. He says, well, I had texted you earlier, but you didn't answer me. And I said, you did. Like, shut up. You did not. So when we got home, I checked my call history, and yes, he did. But what happened was he called as I turned my car on and shut my door. So my call went in through the car, not through my phone speaker. So I had no idea he called. It's like, oops. He says the parents were like, so is your mom coming? He's like, I don't know. And he texted me again. Like, sorry. Technology is convenient until it's not, It's so funny. But he had a really good time. It was like some gaming place. You could sit down and play, like, they have retro games like Atari and all that kind of stuff. And then they have like laser tag and VR games. And it's a gamer's wet dream. He had a great time. And then my boyfriend and I watched a movie. We were trying to watch, what was the movie called? I'd never heard of it. It looked like it could possibly be funny or an absolute train wreck. I'm not a huge fan of comedies because usually I don't find them funny. My humor is strongly based on my mood at the moment. Usually when I'm watching a comedy, I don't usually find it all that funny. It might be cute, but not funny. It was something surrounding food. The menu? I don't know. But my streaming thing that I used wasn't working. It was buffering and being weird. So I ended up putting the Prime on. And we ended up watching The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. With what's his face? One of the James Bond guys. I don't know. Daniel Craig. I'm not a big fan of him. But that movie was really good. And so last night I was looking for something to watch, and I thought, I'm pretty sure there's a sequel to that. So I found what I thought was the sequel to Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. And I tweeted it on Twitter. And just asked if anybody'd seen it and what they thought and whatever. And one of the guys that I meme with and stuff commented about he hadn't seen the US version. And I was like, whoa, wait a second. Hang on now. Hold on there, pony boy. There are other versions? He's like, yeah, I guess it was like a book trilogy. And then there's, I don't know where the other movies are from, but I was like, cool. Like, I would like to see, because like I said, I'm not a huge fan of Daniel Craig, although I really did enjoy that movie. I wanted to see like the original. So I pulled up my streaming site that I use because it was working again. And sure enough, there's like 3, 4, there's like 5 of them. I think 2 of them are American and the other original 3 are from somewhere else. So I went to watch the original Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, and it's not in English. And there were no subtitles. It's like, well, that doesn't help me at all. So I was kind of bummed about that. And I tweeted and let that guy know that. He's like, whoa, I've had the original trilogy on DVD or whatever it is for years. I'm like, well, good for you, bud, because I'm sure now that has subtitles. But the streaming site that I use apparently doesn't give you the option to put subtitles on. I was not impressed. I was really looking forward to watching it. But that's fine, because by then it was like 11 or 11:30, something like that, and I had to go to bed, so. Whatever. Oh, and then before I went to bed last night, like just before I went to bed last night, it turned into a thing. I had a comment on my last video from somebody. I don't know where they're from. I have no idea. I do not know. I honestly do not know what they meant by the comments. Like, I even took to the Google, okay? Find out what this guy's talking about. He called me goofy. Which, okay. To me means silly, funny, wacky, whatever, right? But then there's the other connotation to goof, and if you know, you know. And then he had some word in there that if it's English, it's old. But it doesn't strike me as an English word. But I Googled it. And it too had a couple of meanings. I can't even pronounce it, so. But it also asked me if I meant another word that sounded the same, in my opinion, if you were to say it out loud, but was spelt differently. But regardless, the one meaning to this word was basically grumpy. Okay, grumpy, miserable, crotchety, whatever, something to that effect. And the other meaning was, from what I could tell, like non-conforming, societally non-conforming, something to that effect. So I was kind of confused at what Buddy was trying to say. We don't speak the same. I don't really know. Like, I thought it was really funny. I didn't know what to do, so I just kind of hearted the comment, and I said, well, thank you very much, sir, and I blew him a kiss. So if you think that I'm a crotchety douchebag or something, cool. Thank you. Mwah. If you think that I'm very silly and non-conforming, again, thank you. Sure. Yeah, I was Googling around for a little bit trying to figure that one out. Usually I can find out meanings to stuff real quick. Like, I'm pretty good at that kind of thing. But whether it's another language or just a word that kind of died out, you know? But yeah, that one took some work. And it still wasn't very clear, so. It gave me a chuckle anyway. I was like, the engagement's engagement, and I appreciate it. Thank you. Awesome. So there was that. That was funny. That gave me a chuckle. It was a fun way to end the evening. Thank you. So if that was you and you're watching and I don't remember your handle, thank you. Enjoy the channel. Enjoy the content. in all its silly, cringy, crotchety glory. Whatever. Anywho, we're at the 20-minute mark. I'm gonna boot. Monkey should be home soon. I have to make dinner. That's the other thing. I was trying to get a hold of the high school we're trying to enroll him in, because we sat down and filled out all the paperwork yesterday. The only thing that I didn't fill out was the courses, because I don't understand the codes, okay? I didn't understand them when I was in high school. I don't understand them now, okay? There's nothing that breaks down what they are. They're just a bunch of numbers and letters and year 1 through 3, 4, whatever it is. So I have no idea. I don't want to put him into something he doesn't want. I don't want to put him into something that's too hard or too easy. Like, you know what I mean? So, and Boo Boo was all, "Ooh, I know it. I can do it for you." Bitch, you haven't been in high school for like, what, 2 or 3 years? Like, get out of here. Make an appointment with the guidance counselor, and the guidance counselor can walk us through it, all right? So I phoned and left the guidance counselor a message this morning, like late this morning. And by about 2, I hadn't heard anything back. So I phoned the school and left a message at the secretary desk. Like, nobody answers their phones at this school. At Monkey's school that he's at now, I can phone there, you know, between 7:45 and 4:30 sometimes, and somebody answers the phone. Always. Even if they're away from the desk, they'll have like a student helper or somebody there. Like, there's always somebody to answer the phone. Not at this school. I still haven't heard back from anybody. They're probably closed now. It's after 3. So, and if I understand what they were saying correctly on Wednesday, their course selections are supposed to be in by tomorrow. So I am not amused. I'm not amused with this system at all so far, and we're not even enrolled in it yet. But we'll see. I guess that'll be a phone call I'm making tomorrow. I'm off tomorrow again, as it turns out to be a good thing. So I guess I'll just keep friggin' hitting redial until somebody picks up the goddamn phone. Like, no problem. So anyway, yeah, that's about it. I'm gonna boot. Stuff to do, places to be, people to see. So anybody who happens to be watching, thank you. I appreciate you. Take care of yourself, and we'll talk later.